Good morning, Eagles. I'm Adria Lascano.
And I'm Crystal Sepulveda. Today is Thursday, May 6th, 8456 Block Day.
And you're watching KOHS News This Morning. As you know, we are doing theme shows with the hope that they will all get us thinking on the same page and hopefully start a dialogue with one another. So, with that said, our theme for this week is
Hope. Defined as to cherish a desire with anticipation or to want something to happen or to be true.
This week's word is hope, which has been a very common word this past year. During these times, waves of hope overcome people and wanting to reopen things. Here's Amira with some more words for us.
Hey Eagles, this week's theme is hope, and Oxford Languages says that is a feeling of expectation and desire for a certain thing to happen. Learning new vocabulary is extremely beneficial, so with that in mind, the synonym of the week is credence, C-R-E-D-E-N-C-E. According to Oxford Languages, credence means belief in or acceptance of something as true. Students have more credence now compared to last June that school would go back to normal. The Sweetwater District released a statement saying that they will host modified in-person graduation ceremonies for the classes of 2021. A few synonyms for credence are acceptance, belief, and faith. I hope you learned something new. Just a few more weeks left. Eagle out!
credence. I have never heard that word before, so thanks, Amira, for introducing me to that. You know who I haven't met before? Hope. But don't worry, because we are in for a treat. I'm very excited to announce the first episode of Talk Show Host Tana, where a special guest is Hope. Let's check it out.
Hi, my name is Tana. Welcome to Talk Show Host Tana. Today we have special guest Hope. Hi, hello. Thank you for having me. It's great to be here with such a great host. Thank you. So tell us who you are and the work that you've been doing recently. Well, I go by Hope, but you can also refer to me as a feeling of expectation and desire for a certain thing to happen. I think I'll just stick with Hope. I've been involved with many things lately, and one thing you can find me, Hope, in is the vaccine. The vaccine opens a lot of doors of opportunity for the future to look forward to. Oh, I got my second shot yesterday. Great. And nice. One of those opportunities is the hope to feel safe to return to school, though that isn't the only thing school can give hope for. Recently, I've been involved with Olympian's Peer Mediation Program, which you should sign up for because it's a wonderful program that helped me better myself and others. And peer mediators offer hope for a welcoming community to return to with compassion and kindness. That sounds like an amazing program, and I hope our incoming sophomores, juniors, and seniors take that class. Well, thanks for joining us today, Hope. I'm glad to have you in these difficult times. Please join us next time with special guest Ollie on if he can play outside or not. Please ask your mom. I'm waiting. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Join us next time on Talk Show Host Tommy with special guest Ollie the Eagle.
It was really nice meeting you, Hope. I hope to see you again. When I think of hope, I like to imagine a strong desire for something to happen. So, considering this week's theme, I'd like to share a short story about how I hoped for a better relationship with my sister.
Hello Eagles, my name is Crystal and this week's theme is hope. As kids, me and my sister were always together, twinning and playing with each other. Time passed by and we both grew apart and no longer had the same interests and hobbies or even in each other in general. Still having fun times here and there, we were mad at each other for no particular reason. And then I thought, well, maybe this is how it's supposed to be. When entering high school, she was a senior and of course I was a freshman. Things did change since we were forced to be in the same car on our way to school, but seeing her around made me feel comfortable, knowing I could simply walk up to her and start a small conversation or ask for advice, though things didn't last. Her graduating that year and moving to Monterey turned our relationship in the other direction. Even with her visiting during the holidays, we never talked and for some reason grew angrier at each other. Knowing she'll go back, that didn't help either of us put in the effort in fixing our relationship. Everything stayed the same and the rotation would continue. For the next year and a half, I accepted fate and understood maybe this is how our relationship is always going to be. That was until COVID hit and my sister was forced to return back home. Still not understanding where we stood in our relationship, tension grew around the house, and that was till everyone agreed that something needed to be sorted out. Later on talking, we both realized that we both hid our feelings from each other to prevent hurting each other when the other one left. Finally, we're able to communicate with each other just like we used to. I'm really grateful for that. Now being inseparable, I just can't imagine her not being in my life. She's molding me into the person I am today. Or she's helped mold me into the person I am today. Helping me with mental problems and academics, being the shoulder to cry on when experiencing a whole different senior year. Always having something to show or talk about. Looking back 2 years ago, I could never imagine having this type of relationship I do with her now. Now, never losing hope in our relationship. Thank you so much, and back to the studio.
Aw, the relationship between Crystal and her sister is so cute. Speaking of sisters, I should call my sister because I haven't talked to her in a while. I'll go do that right now. But in the meantime, you guys should check out this commercial for the Mad concert. That's tomorrow. You don't want to miss it.
It's such a nice day out.
Do you want to go somewhere?
No.
I mean, we can watch a Mad concert.
A Mad concert?
You don't know what it is?
The Make a Difference or MAD concert is a benefit show in which 100% of the proceeds will be going to this year's Common Senior Experience partner, the Equal Justice Initiative. It'll be premiering on YouTube this Friday, May 7th from 5 to 7 p.m. For more information, visit Olympian CSC's Instagram page at Olympian CSC 2021.
Whoa! And since I'm a senior, I can get 10 extra credit points in my CSU class. So make sure to come watch and support a great cause.
Whoa, I could show up to support a good cause and I get extra credit? Speaking of making a difference, it's tough to stay hopeful during these difficult times, but don't let me tell you. Here's Ashanti with Moments of Hope.
Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. There has been a lot of good news lately from all over the world. Some of these actually have made an impact on people and will hopefully give you hope on a better future. On April 20th, Derek Chauvin was found guilty of all charges for second-degree murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter. This was due to the murder of George Floyd that happened last year. Many grieved and demanded justice. A lot of people had hoped for Chauvin to be pressed with charges. Floyd's family and those who fought for him were relieved and glad that what they had hoped for had come true. This also gave some people hope about America's social justice. Another recent news that will give you hope about a better future is the release of COVID vaccines. A lot of these vaccines have been given from across the world. These give hope to most people that the pandemic will soon end and that we would soon be able to overcome the difficulties that came along with the virus. Although countries like the United States and the United Kingdom are able to get these vaccines, India is going through a major crisis. Those who are sick are being turned away from hospitals that have run out of beds and oxygen. If the virus continues to spread, the more chances it has to mutate and create variants that could eventually resist current vaccines. However, some are donating to those who are impacted by the virus in India. Those are just some of the recent news that has happened lately. Let's hope on a better future and a change in the world.
Thanks, Ashanti. That gave me lots of hope. Every single year, I have the goal of choosing a healthier lifestyle, and that means eating right and working out consistently. That eating right part can be hard at times, I'm not gonna lie, but Noe has the perfect explanation of what your healthy eating plate should consist of.
Hey Eagles, it's me Noe, and today I'll be showing you what proper foods you should be eating every day. I'll be using the Healthy Eating Plate Guide, and yeah, let's get started. So let's start with vegetables. Try to aim for color like lettuce, broccoli, carrots, tomatoes. Potatoes do not count because they impact on blood sugar. So the second one, fruits. Same goes with aiming for color like bananas, apples, strawberries, grapes, oranges, and many more. The third one, whole grains. Try to eat like whole wheat bread, wheat berries, oats, and brown rice. So number 4, healthy protein. Try to eat like fish, chicken, beans, nuts. So the last 2, water. It's important to drink water because you need to stay hydrated. And then for healthy oils, try to use olive oil, sunflower, or peanut oil. These are the portions that you should be eating in your plate. Well, I hope you learned something new. It's important to eat the proper foods to maintain a healthier diet. If you're one of those people who are not eating the proper foods, you should use this method and give hope that you will become a healthier person. And yeah, that's it. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Noe, for those healthy food portions. I'll remember that for my next meal. Healthy foods not only help you physically and mentally, but also studying. Speaking of studying, I think Ava has some tips on how to prepare for the next testing season.
Hi Eagles! The year is coming to an end, and with that comes the upcoming testing season with finals and AP exams. Here are some tips to get the high scores that you have been hoping for.
One thing you can do is ask teachers for help in areas that you're struggling with. Go through notes from earlier in the year to get familiar with old material. Keep working hard in your classes to maintain your grades before testing.
So let's start putting in the work now so we don't burn out by the time tests come around. Good luck in the next month, Eagles. Back to the studio.
Well, that's all for today, Eagles. I'm Adriel Lascano.
And I'm Krista Sepulveda.
And this has been your KOHS News Morning Announcements. Eagle out!